x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to 50. 2 was less than or equal to x1 less than equal to 8. 3 less than equal to x2 less than equal to what was this number?
Sir, it was 2 less than equal to 8 less than equal to 10.
Yes,
X1
sir.
for
Yes,
x1.
sir. 2 less than equal.
Okay, this one was 10.
Instead of 8, it should be 10.
Sir,
Yes, sir, that should be
And the
10.
second one was
And after x2, it should
And
be
sir,
10.
x2 would be 8.
8.
x3, x4, x5 greater than equal to 0. Few students are waiting. Swanandi and Prachiti. Okay. So there is a lower bound to 2 and upper bound to 2. Okay. For these three guys, they are good. They are greater than equal to 0. They start from 0 and infinite supply. Even if it is infinite supply, we are okay if they are up to 50, because beyond 50 we will not be able to use them. X5 cannot be 51, X4 cannot be 56. So at least they should be available up to 50 because RHS is 50. Okay, so how do we solve this? Now, we learned two things in last lecture. If it is lower bound, for lower bound, we said we will replace x1 by some variable. X1 is equal to y1 plus 2. Then what will happen? When x1 is 2, y1 is 0. When x1 is 3, y1 is 1, x1 is 4, and that is what we wanted to do, right? So we replaced x1 by y1 plus 2, and therefore, and we replaced x2 by y2 plus 3. So that is how we took care of lower bound. That means you put two ice creams in the basket of flavor 1, put 3 ice creams in the basket of flavor 2, and then solve problem. Because those 5 ice creams you are anyway supposed to buy. You are anyway supposed to start from 2. So those two lower bounds can be done like this. But then if I am replacing this, y1 plus 2, that is my x1, plus y2 plus 3, that is my x2, plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to 50. Therefore, the given problem reduces to y1 plus y2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to 45. This problem now, and now y1 starts from, that is important, x2 starts from 1 as 2, therefore y1 starts from 0. Now let us see lower bound of on x1. If x1 is equal to 2 implies y1 is equal to 0. Similarly, if x1 is equal to 10, then y1 will imply, y1 will be, if x1 is 10, y1 must be 8. Therefore, the condition that I should write here now is 0 less than equal to y1 less than equal to 8. Because this is the change of variable that we are doing. Now, new problem for 45 ice cream is such You have already picked up 2 ice creams of flavor A and put in your basket, and max total 10 was there as far as x1 is concerned. x1 can range from 2 to 10. अरे समझते का? Therefore y1 will become, my upper bound of y1 will become 8. Similarly, x2, if x2 is equal to 3, implies y2 is equal to, if x2 was 3, y2 is equal to 0. And if x2 is equal to 8, implies y2 is equal to how much? If x2 is 8, y2 is 5.
5.
Therefore, my condition on y2 is 0 less than equal to y2 less than equal to 5. Ha. And condition on x3, x4, x5 greater than equal to 0. Now this is a new problem that I am solving, which does not have lower bound but has only upper bound, that too in 2 cases. Now we are under control. So what should we do now? Now we are supposed to use inclusion exclusion. So if y1 was starting from 0 and unlimited supply, if y2 was starting from 0 and unlimited supply, then answer would have been 5 will go 45. But now, because there is a upper bound of 8 and 5 here, we will not be able to get this number, because after some time this 8, 9 is not available. At y2, 6 is not available, 7 is not available, and therefore now we will have to do not acceptable cases. Not acceptable. Not acceptable cases. Now every time you need not have to write it like this, but it has to be there in your mind. So not acceptable cases is y1 is equal to 9, 10, y1 is greater than 9, y1 strictly greater than or equal to 9. This is not acceptable case, and y2 is greater than or equal to, y2 is, let me write it down little opposite way, not like this. 9 is less than or equal to y1, and 6 is less than or equal to y2. Is that correct? And x3, x4, x5 we need not have to worry. Their lower and upper bounds are comfortable. So these are the additional conditions that we have got. So again, it is now we have converted it into lower bound condition, and we are saying that this is not acceptable. Therefore, if we want to substitute y1 is equal to z1 plus 9. So if y1 is 9, z1 is 0. If y1 is 10, then z1 is 1, something like that. And z2, new variable, y2 is equal to z2 plus 6. With these two new variables, we will be able to find out what we don't want. Now, one at a time. So if we take one at a time, that is y1, because of y1, how many cases we want to remove, then the equation that we will not acceptable because of y1. That is what, if I want to work, then this is not there, and then we will be putting z1 plus 9 plus y2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to 45, and therefore z1 plus y2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to, how much is this? 36. Answer for this will be 5 elbow 36. So for the first, for y1, that means for x1, because of the upper bound, we have to subtract these many. Okay, that is included this, excluded this. Now, without writing too many details, let me write down because of y2, how much we will have to subtract. Now the equation will be y1 plus z2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to, we will have to subtract 6 from 45. This makes it 39. Answer for this 5 elbow 39. So because of y, because of first flavor, we have to subtract this much. Because of second flavor, we have to subtract this much. And because of y1 and y2 simultaneously, what we will have to do is z1 plus z2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to, we will have to subtract 9 plus 6 from 45. That makes it 30. Answer for that is 5 elbow 30. Okay. So individual cases, all answers are ready. Once you understand this, you will be able to do it orally without any mistake. Hence, the final answer is include all the cases. 5 elbow 45. Exclude because of first 5 elbow 36. Exclude because of second 5 elbow 39. Now you have excluded 2 times, and hence cases where both because of 1 and 2 got out 2 times, therefore 5 elbow 30. You are include, exclude, exclude, include, and therefore these many number of ways you can get those 5 numbers added together to become 50. To become 50 when the condition on x1 is greater than or equal to 2 and less than or equal to 10, and x2 is greater than equal to 3 and less than or equal to 8. Now I keep this for some time. I am aware the way I have explained, you might not have lost the track, but it is written properly. Algebraic solution of this problem is written on the board. Think about it. If you don't understand any step, I can explain it again. But before that, I want you to cross check whether you yourself understand everything or not. And this is what is the final answer. Next problem, question 8. x1 plus x2 plus x3 50. x1 comma x2 comma x3 between 3, in earlier problem it was between what? Let me have new numbers every time. Earlier problem it was 3 somewhere, so let me change it to 1. 1 less than equal to 7. x4 should be less than sorry 5 less than equal to x4. x0 less than equal to x5. ठीक है. x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to 50. x1, x2, x3 must be between 1 to 7. Equality allowed. x4 starts from 5 नहीं, x4, हाँ, x4 starts from 5, 5, 6, 7, etc. and x5 starts from 0. Get me the elbow notation answer. Let me write down the answer for myself. Now let us solve this problem quickly. One good thing about this problem is there are three terms behaving exactly same. So we are not solving this problem as far as lower bound is concerned. 1 3 times, so that makes it 3, and 5 one time, that makes it 8. So we are solving problem y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 plus x5 is equal to 42. And now condition on y1, y2, y3, 0 less than equal to y1, comma y2, comma y3 less than equal to 6, and 0 less
Sir,
than.
less than equal to 7.
Array, Mr. Dave, I have written 0 here, therefore I am making 6 here.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry.
I have already subtracted this 1 and 5 from RHS. So this is
Yes, sir. Sorry.
next problem that I am supposed to solve, where all lower bounds are gone. Now I have to take care of upper bound. So Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 plus, okay, now one by one I cannot do it at a time. So answer for this is 5 elbow 42. Then I have to subtract for y1. Now orally I will do y1 when it is 6, equality 6 is acceptable. So what is not acceptable is y1 is equal to 7 onwards. So if I subtract 7 from 42, I get 35. Therefore for y1, 5 elbow 35 is to be subtracted. Then again for y2 I have to subtract same. For y3 I have to subtract same. Therefore I will write it here as 3 times 5 elbow 30. Then 2 at a time. If I take 2 at a time, y1, y2, 2 at a time, then I have to subtract 7 into 2. That is 14 from 42. Okay. So 42 minus 14 makes it 28. So 5 elbow 28 will go for y1, y2, will go for y1, y3, and will go for y2, y3. So I have to add 3 times this fellow. And then I have to subtract y1, y2, y3. If simultaneously all of them are greater than 6, then what will happen? I have to subtract 7 into 7 into 7 plus 7 plus 7, that is 21 out of 42, which makes it 5 elbow 20. That is your answer. It is so quick.
What about y4?
Huh?
What about
Huh?
and
Therefore, when it becomes greater than equal to 0, it is as good as x5.
yes, sir.
We need not have to worry about it. Infinite supply available. When will all of you get the answer correct? How many I have to solve? So that maybe you will understand. Include all.
Sir, but where did
Wait. Now I am explaining. Include all. 5 elbow 42. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Exclude,
I understood all one.
wait. Exclude because of y1.
Yes, sir. That was.
2 elbow 35. Exclude because of y2. 5 elbow 35. Exclude because of y3. 5 elbow 35. One at a
Sir,
time.
this I got it.
Plus include because of y1, y2. 5 elbow 28. Have you understood why this 28?
Yes, sir. Yes.
7 plus 7, 2 at a time, na? So both
Yes, sir. Got it.
of 7. Okay.
42 minus 40.
Yes. So like that, there will be two more for y3, y1 and y3. Include for y2 and y3.
And by 3.
5 elbow 28. Okay. Now I have to exclude for y1, y2, y3, all three.
Yes.
That is the next step.
Yes, sir. I got that also, sir. But I'm asking that where did that means x4 condition gone? Means x4 is greater or equal to 5.
This one, this was low.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, it has gone from here to here.
Okay, sir.
50 to 42. We have taken care of this.
Sir, but why did we why didn't we include in means in this the final answer?
Yeah, we have to see all these inclusion happens if x4 was less than or equal to some number.
Yes, sir.
Then inclusion exclusion, that is what I am calling as upper bound.
Yes, sir.
So when upper bound is there, it is dangerous. It is little tricky. It is little difficult. When lower bound is there, it is easy. You just subtract this number from RHS. It is as good as putting those many ice creams in the basket to start with and then start solving problem. Okay. So that is what we did here. We have put y1, y2, y3, 1, 1, 1 ice cream in the basket and 5 ice creams of fourth flavor in the basket. And now we are trying to calculate in how many ways we can take 5 ice creams, 42 ice creams home out of 5 flavors.
Yes, sir. Got
It's good enough explanation. And now let me have the last problem.
Excuse me, sir, what would happen if the values were different? Would we have to take like two pairs or could we just add everything at one go?
You have to add, if everybody is behaving differently, your answer will look like this. You have to consider for each one of them separately. Now, because these three were behaving same, the answer these three and these three came in the existence. If all of them were different numbers, you have to have an answer looking like this. There is no way out.
Right, if there was four, like instead of three, there would be four into it. Like there would be
Huh?
four subtraction, four terms addition, and like it would go on like the when cycle should actually.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, so basically the difficulty depends upon the number of upper cases, right?
Yeah, yes. It is little difficult when it is upper bound. Question 9. Now let me make it a little difficult, little easy simultaneously. x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to say 45. 0 nahi, 0 is less than or equal to x1 comma x2 comma x3 comma x4 comma x5 less than or equal to 10. Ha. I am keeping only the difficult condition now. Easy condition I am not giving it to you. So I made it easy because lower bound is 0 for all. I made it easy because all of them behave exactly same way. But I made it difficult because upper bound condition is there for each one of them.
Where is my answer correct?
No, it is impossible for me to check. Answer is 5 elbow 45. First term include all minus 5 choose 1 at a time, and I am supposed to subtract only 11 out of this. So 5 elbow 34. Then I am supposed to have 2 at a time. 5 choose 2, 5 elbow. I am supposed to subtract 22. That means 11 from this. 23 minus 5 elbow 3. Sorry, 5 choose 3. 5 elbow 12 plus 5 choose 4. 5 elbow 1. That is the end of the story. Beyond that, it is going to be, actually you should have written minus 5 choose 5. If those numbers were relatively big, then the last term also would come 5 elbow 1 minus 11, that is minus 10, but that does not make any sense. It is 0. Okay, so this term does not make any sense. Your answer should be up to this. And now if you use calculator, find out this answer. Is this a very big answer or is it a doable answer? Word problem to be solved using elbow notation. Question number 10. There is an exam of 5 subjects. In each subject, student can get marks between 0 to 10, because every question is of 10, every subject is of 10 marks, and there are 10 questions, each question has 1 mark, say for example. But this is good. In each subject, student can get marks between 0 to 10. In how many ways? हे काय चाललंय? In how many ways a student can get 45 marks? Calculate.
Sir, I have.
Okay, recording started. This problem and problem number 9, they are one and the same. We will exactly do the same thing. x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to 45. 0 is less than xi is less than equal to 10. This is what is the setup of this word problem, and therefore the answer is 126. Now, why this theory is so great? Let me tell you now. We can solve this problem in a little different way. In how many ways? A student can lose 5 marks. See, he is getting 45. That means he is losing 5 marks. Otherwise, he would have got 50 out of 50, all 5 subjects, topmost, all out 50. So if I solve this, in how many ways a student can lose 5 marks? Then it is y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 plus y5 is equal to 5. In first subject, he can lose marks between 0 to 5. Yes or no? In second subject, he can lose marks. All yi's are greater than equal to 0.
Yes.
Students, he can lose marks from in first subject 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can lose marks in second subject 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for this elbow notation problem, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5 start from 0 and have infinite supply. Therefore, answer for this problem should be 5 elbow 5, which is 9 choose 4 which is 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 upon 4 into 3 into 2, which is 126. That is the fun of mathematics. 5 boys and 4 girls. No 2 girls together. Right? Now, earlier when we solved this problem, we made boys sit first. Now, let us make girls sit first. G1, G2, G3, G4. And now you are going to insert 5 boys such that how many boys will sit here? X1 plus how many boys will sit here? X2 plus how many boys will sit here? X3 plus how many boys will sit here? X4 plus how many boys will sit here? X5. How many total boys do you have? 5.
5.
Correct? Now, this is our new problem. I mean, new setup for the old problem. But then, the moment we write something like this, we should not write answer 5 elbow 5. Because we don't know what are the conditions on these x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. So, condition on x1 greater than equal to 0. Here, if a boy sits or not, does not matter. However, x2, x3, wait, what is the condition on x2, x3, x4? 1 should be less than or equal to x2, comma x3, comma x4. Here you need to have at least one boy sitting. Here you need to have at least one boy sitting. Here you need to have at least one boy sitting. Then only girls are separated. If x2 becomes 0, then g1 and g2 are together. So the condition is 1 for x2, x3 and x4, and x5 you can have 0. So x5 can be greater than or equal to 0. This is our new setup for the same old problem. Let us find. Okay. Now mind well that G1, girl number 1, girl number 2, girl number 3, girl number 4, I have made them sit right now. But they can permute amongst themselves. This chair can be occupied in 4 different ways. And this can be 3 different ways. And this can be 2 different ways. And this can be 1 different way. So that 4 factorial is there, we have to keep it in mind. Now we have 4 boys. We have 5 boys. Now how do we solve this now? This is a lower bound problem. Okay. And therefore 3 we have to subtract from 5. So the answer will be 5 elbow 2. In 5 elbow 2 ways, you can actually insert boys between these gaps. Gap number 1, gap number 2, gap number 3, gap number 5. 5 elbow 2 is 6, choose 2. Correct? 6 choose 2 is 6 into 5 upon 2. Okay. In 15 different ways, you can write sum of 5 numbers equal to 5. Such that second, third and fourth number must be 1 or greater than 1. I think it is easy to enumerate this 15. Let us try. First number can be 0. Second number can be 0. No, second number has to be 1. Third number has to be 1. Fourth number has to be 1. Fifth number can be 2. Right? Alphabetical order. Then this 1, 1, 1 we have to keep. Then is this correct answer? 15.
Sir, again the boys will permute themselves into 5
No, no, I'm not finding the answer yet. I'm just checking whether this 15 is correct. 5 elbow 2. Each 6 choose 2. आपण 36 बघितलं तर 15. Okay, so 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. 0, 1, 1, 2, 0. Will I be able to do it?
Oh, sir, you have
Sir,
taken
2,
only
1.
Yes,
2, 1.
second one, 2, 1.
2, 1.
2, 1.
I'm trying to do it in alphabetical order by keeping these three numbers greater than. So 0, 1, 2, 1, 1. 0, 2, 1, 1, 1. 4 झाले. Now, what will be the next number?
2, 1, 1, 1, 1.
0, 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 0. Okay. So I'm not writing it in alphabetical, but let us see if we can still complete. This is a set of 3. Now there will be a set of 3 like 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0. 0 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0. This is yet another set of 2. Now, what else we can do? There should be 15 total. Now we have what? 3, 7. Then I think 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I have not done this earlier. I am recording and still I am doing. Okay. So 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0. So this is a set of 3 again. So 3, 3, 9, 10 झाले. Now I can do 1 plus or I can do 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0. That is 11th. Then I have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That is 12th. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So 3 more are missing.
So 0
Sir,
plus
0,
1
3,
plus
1.
1 plus 3.
0, 1, 3, 1. Yeah, 0, 3, 1, 1, 0.
0, 3, 1, 1, 0. 0, 1, 3, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1, 3, 0. Yeah, 3. 15. Correct. So we are doing correct. So this is 15 ways. Now girls can permute amongst themselves in 4 factorial ways. So 15 into 4 factorial. 4 into 3 into 2. How much is this?
24.
24.
So 15 into 24. That is
60, sir.
360.
is equal to
360.
360. And now boys, how many boys are there?
5.
5.
5. What was our answer? 43200, na? That was our answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now if we multiply, what is 5 factorial?
120. 120.
Into 120. So 0, 0. 12 7 72 चे 2 8 7 12 36 आणि 7 43. Check earlier answer and this answer. Boys are permitted amongst themselves. girls are perpetuated amongst themselves. So 15 into 4 factorial into 5 factorial is also equal to this. That gives us yet another confirmation of our elbow notation. Check whether you have understood. Question number 12. Find the number of solutions. Of x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 is less than or equal to 8, xi greater than or equal to 0, and integers. Yes, show me the answer in elbow notation. Okay, because 8 is a small number, we can do it for every case. If it is equal to 0, answer is 4 elbow 0, plus if it is equal to 1, answer is 4 elbow 1, plus dot dot dot, plus if it is equal to 8, answer is 4 elbow 8. This is what is your answer. These many number of solutions this will have. However, let me show you one more method. x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus y1 is equal to 8. Okay. Now, when you were solving for 0, y1 was 8. When you were solving for 1, y1 was 7. When you are solving for 8, y1 is 0. So the condition on xi will not change. Xi greater than equal to 0 and y1 also greater than equal to 0, converting inequality into equality by adding a positive number. The positive number can be 0 if LHS is equal to 8. Positive number can be 1 if LHS is equal to 7, and so on. So this is a very nice situation for us, and therefore we generate identity is equal to 5 elbow 8. 4 elbow 0 plus 4 elbow 1 plus 4 elbow 2 plus dot 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 plus 4 elbow 8 is equal to 5 elbow 8.
Sir, won't y have the upper bound of 9?
Why of upper bound?
Sir, of 9
Of 9. Where is 9?
means if we add y, which is y1, which is 9, then the total will be greater than 8.
That we can, I mean, that is not the solution at all. If y1 becomes 9, then you don't have any solution to this problem. So in the number of solutions, that case cannot be counted. If y1 is 9,
Yes, sir.
LHS will become greater than RHS.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, y1 maximum value of y1 will be 8.
Okay, sir.
Sir, could you explain the y1 part again?
Could you explain why y1
Is that and how is it equal to?
greater than equal to 0? Yeah. So if it was 0 in LHS, y1, in each case you can write down value of y1. In this case y1 is 8. In this case y1 is equal to 7. In next case y1 is equal to 6. In this case y1 is equal to 0. So y1 goes from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 8. It cannot go beyond 8, but infinite supply. Therefore, y1 condition on y1 is also greater than equal to 0. Condition on all xi is greater than equal to 0. So that is a perfect setup for elbow notation. And 5 elbow 8. Now you can actually cross check by calculating all these 9 terms, add up to this term. Can you cross check that? So that you will have practice. 4 elbow 0 is 3 choose 0. 4 elbow 1 is 4 choose 1. 4 elbow 2 is 5 choose 2. 6 choose 3. 4 elbow 8 is 11 choose 8. If you add all of them, you will get 12 choose 4.
Sir,
Yes.
I did not understand how did you get 5 choose 8?
Next problem, question number 13. I am getting a grid 0, 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7, 0. This is 7, 5. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 5. Do you understand? So let me write down if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the map of a township, and these are the roads. They are perfect. In between there are buildings. So you just really cannot go from 0 to 1, 1 by any other way but 0 to this point and this point, or this point and this point, right? So I want to go from 0, 0 to 7, 5. And there are so many roads available. In how many ways? One can go from 0, 0 to 7, 5. Now, the condition is by moving to right or right and up, and not to left and down. Okay, so basically you are allowed to move in this direction or in this direction. Otherwise, there are infinitely many ways of going there. You keep rotating around a square throughout your life, and then you reach 7, 5 at the end of your life. That could be infinitely many ways of doing it. But the condition is you can go to right, you can go to up, I mean upward direction, and reach 7, 5. In how many ways you can do it? Okay, so you can go to right, that is a horizontal step, up, that is vertical step. So if I take 7 horizontal steps, if I follow this route, which route? Seven horizontal steps, 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, I mean, is it a problem if I write horizontal, 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 vertical, 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 vertical? Is this a permutation of these many letters? In how many ways can I have 7H all look alike and 5 V's all look alike? In how many ways I can arrange them? Arrangement with repetition. First of all, they are total 12, so I can arrange them in 12 factorial ways. However, 7 of them look alike, 5 of them look alike. Therefore, there will be, see, this problem you could have solved by constructing a smaller grid. And you could have actually counted 1, 2, 3 like this. And you could have got guessed even if you did not get the idea of using permutation with repetition. Do you understand? Of course, this can be done in elbow notation. Also, you can consider V as separator, H. I mean, it is one and the same. So this is, if you have understood this, it is more than sufficient to find the answer. Answer is 12 factorial upon 7 factorial into 5. ठीक है, कळले सगळ्यांना? Have you understood? Is okay. So the next problem in this setup is, what is this position? What is this position?
4,3.
4,3.
Okay. So there is crossing at 4, there is a crossing at 4,3, and at that crossing there is a bomb blast or a fire. So you cannot take that square, because in this you have all possible ways of reaching 7,5. In this count there will be a route like this. How you go here, you go here, and you go here. This route will be there counted in this, but now you cannot cross 4,3 because the roads, all the 4 roads are closed going to 4,3. Now in how many ways you can reach from 0,0 to 7,5? Okay, I should have asked you one more question between these two questions. The question is, in how many ways one can reach 7,5 by reaching 4,3 first? That means you have to go to 4,3 and then only you can go to 7,5. In how many ways you can do that? We know 12 factorial upon 7 factorial upon 5 factorial is total number of ways of going from 0 to 7,5. Everything is fine. The next question I should have asked is, in how many ways you can go to 7,5 by attending 4,3? The answer for the last one is 7 factorial upon 4 factorial 3 factorial into 5 factorial upon 3 factorial into 2 factorial, because from 0 to 4,3, 7 factorial upon 3 factorial into 4 factorial. From 4,3 to 7,5, it is as good as 0,0 to 3,2. That is why 5 factorial upon 3 factorial 2 factorial. And this is what needs to be subtracted from total to get the answer of previous question. Next question. Why am I? Whatever question number is.
So 16.
16. If 4 people are sitting around a circular table, how many ways can be done? It can be done. When you are in row, the relative positions are fixed irrespective of whether you are standing where or not, left and right. But when you are circular is standing or sitting, left and right does not exist. So there are 4 chairs here. There are 4 chairs. The first person enters the room. How many choices does he have? Now, if they were chairs like this, chair number 1, 2, 3, 10, then you normally, if you are sitting for watching a movie and the chairs are like this, there is a passage in between, you would prefer to sit here because you can go out very quickly. You will not prefer to sit here. So the first person entering, when it is in row, the choice could be here. However, now this particular room has, forget about where the door is. Now you will ask, if the door is here, I would like to sit here or here. No, that is not the idea. In this room, it is closed and there are 4 people standing here. Okay, and therefore, because it is circular, you do not have any choice for the first seat. Now, if this is a boss, he can go and occupy any one of the chairs. So he has got only one choice. First person has got only one choice. Suppose he goes and occupies this seat. He is a boss. Then second person who wants to sit has a choice whether to sit boss, whether to sit to the left of boss, or whether to sit to the right of boss. So the second person has 3 choices. Third person has 2 choices. And the last person has 1 choice. Therefore, 1 into 3 into 2 into 2 is the total number of ways in which this can be done, which is 3 factorial equal to 6. That is one way of explaining.
Sir,
Check whether you have understood.
First person can take any of them.
No, sir, I didn't understand.
If there are total n chairs and n people are going to occupy them, then it is n minus 1 factorial ways. Logic is same. First one, for first one, all are same. For second one onwards, you have a choice, n minus 1. Second one will have n minus 1 options. Third one will have n minus 2 options, and so on.